Welcome to Trident, South Africa. In front of us we have our new product. This is a self-propelled man carriage. This is designed to replace the old style man carriage, which is a normal locomotive pulling a wagon type man carriage that had all kinds of inherent problems, one of which was derailing because of the shunting percussion between the wagon and the locomotive. This doesn't happen in this case. This is a permanently articulated unit, and I'm going to take you around and show you what it all entails. So on this side we have the drive end locomotive itself. This is driven by a single 84 volt 75D motor, and the battery on top here is a lithium battery with an inbuilt charger. It's a 690 amp hour and will charge sub 2 hours to full charge. Inside the cab, it's controller agnostic, so whatever controller you prefer and whatever PDS system you prefer, we can accommodate. We have a hydraulic power pack which powers the hydraulic brakes. All the seats have lap belts for safety. On the subject of the brakes, if you look inside here, you can see the cylinders. Now, it's also important to note that the battery doesn't need to come off this unit. It charges on the unit, so there's no need for a battery bay. And also, any kind of handling injuries you might have when you're swapping batteries over in the traditional sense is alleviated in this design. The system is permanently articulated. There you can see on either side there is a ball race type system, so that percussion we spoke about during shunting, it doesn't happen in this particular case. If we then look at the man carriage itself, this is a 10-seater. Obviously we can configure these to hold more or less. So if we have a look inside, there's a T-back seat for all the passengers with a belt. There are vents on the top and it's fully lit. There are shutter doors on both sides so passengers can come and go from either side. It's also important to note that anything can be customized on this device. We've actually had ideas around putting video screens in here to show safety videos. We can have driver to passenger communication, all that kind of things. There's a lot of things that we can do. If we look here on the non-drive end, now this doesn't have a motor this side. The motor's on the other side and the controller drives that motor. But over here we have a storage area for bags, toolboxes, that kind of thing. Inside if we look from this side, you can see there are escape hatches. There's one over there and there's one diagonally across on the other side. So if we go around and have another quick look, can obviously be driven from either end. So if we go around this side, there you can see the shutter doors again, so you can come and go from either side. There's the storage area. And if we look in here, we've got also a controller. This is obviously a smaller controller, as we know. This is going to be the one that drives the controller on the other end, which then drives the motor. This side has its own power. There's a small lithium battery there you can see on the far side of the seat. So yeah, we're very excited about this system. Also, as I said before, important to note that this is a prototype. There are other configurations we can do to meet absolute customer requirements, but this is where we are at the moment. We feel it's a very, very good way of alleviating the problem of transiting from the bottom of the shaft to the working areas.